For my thriller film that I decided to analyse and to say how we can tell it's a thriller film, well, I chose Psycho, which is by Alfred Hitchcock, who is really known for doing thriller films. The main thing that stood out as the opening sequence started was the music. It was very tense music and it caused a lot of suspense for the audience, which is a key thing you'd expect to see in an opening sequence. Another thing is the typography. It's like goes in lines and covers bits of the text, which could represent the element of mystery where they're hiding something from the audience. So we're also already getting a bit of tension and suspense. In Psycho, the narrative is introduced to us by a massive establishing shot. We see that it's set in a busy city. And we see the building that the couple are essentially in, having a secret relationship. We then go into this building with the couple where they are talking about what they're going to do next, and the lady says that she's taking the money and running away essentially with this man's money that she has stolen to make a new life. She then goes home, packs her stuff and leaves, and there's a lot of tense music through the whole scene, especially when she was driving away in her car. We see a close-up shot of her face where she's looking nervous and a bit scared as to what's going to happen next, because she knows she's doing something wrong. And yeah, essentially that is what happens in the narrative, and that is how it is introduced to us, because we can see that automatically things aren't right, and it hides a lot from the audience because we do not gain much information at all from this. The next thing I would say is like a tracking shot, and we're going into the house of somebody where we see this couple who seem to be having a relationship, but they're obviously hiding it from people as we are going into this building in a little crack in the window, which makes the audience feel like engaged as we are getting to see the inside of these people's lives, which I think is really clever. The lighting in the scene is quite dark, but as it's in black and white, it's harder to tell as a colour film, but we can get the sense of what it is. So for example, in this it's quite dark, the room which they're in is quite dark, which could be showing that they're hiding something from the audience, which I think is really clever.
Yeah, live with me in a storeroom behind a hardware store in Fairvale.
Another thing to indicate that the genre is thriller is the iconography, as we can see that there's some money on the bed which she has obviously stolen, and she is about to run away, which is all a bit suspicious and something you'd expect to see in a thriller. Overall, you don't learn much from this opening sequence, which shows that they're trying to hide a lot from the audience, which I think is essential in a thriller film to keep the audience engaged and keep watching.